So this question's a mouthful, but what they're actually getting at is the mean value theorem, I think. Because look, they're saying we're supposed to find all points, column C, so that this equation is true. And it's an equation that's not easily recognizable, but if you just divide b minus a from both sides, it's the equation of a slope. This is your y2 minus your y1 over your x2 minus your x1. I don't know why they wrote it like that. Why do we? Okay, well, I guess it's not for me to say why. And they said between x equals -2 and x equals +2. So let's do what they said. We'll go to a graphing calculator. I went to desmos.com/calculator. Make sure to use the right arrow to get out of the exponent. And just type pi in for x. Okay, so there's our crazy graph. And between -2, which is up here roughly, and then +2. So over there, we're supposed to find all the places where the x-coordinate has the same slope as the slope between the 2 points. And what they're saying here is that this is the slope between x equals -2 and x equals +2. We got to go find the y-coordinates that correspond to those, and you find that just by plugging this back into the original equation. We plug -2 in here. -2 times pi is -2 pi. And cosine of -2 pi means a full revolution just going the opposite direction. That lands you here on the unit circle. And cosine is always the y-coordinates on the unit circle. So this would be 1. You can check that with a calculator too, but cosine of -2 pi in radians should be 1. Oh, and sorry, and that's -2 squared is +4. +4 times 1 gives us something. What's going on here? Gives us 4, right? Same thing here. Plug in 2 in for x. Cosine of 2 pi is 1. And 2 squared is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. So we calculate the slope between those 2 points. It's going to be 0. So we're looking for all the points where they have horizontal asymptotes, right? Because this formula is saying find where all the slopes, find where all those instantaneous slopes are equal to 0, what we just got over here. Right? So on the graph, if you look at it, you can't be sure actually, but it does look like at -2 we're going to have a slope of 0. They asked us to estimate. I mean, with Desmos, we get it pretty exact. What does WebAssign want? I mean, we could do this with calculus, take the derivative of this thing, set it equal to 0. So for horizontal asymptotes, there's 1 here, because I would make a horizontal line. 2, 3, 4, there's 5.